Welcome to PSC EPM's training on the upcoming changes to the Enlisted Evaluation System. These updates stem from an Enlisted Employee Review Working Group, which was initiated by the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Coast Guard and the Assistant Commandant for Human Resources, CG1. The working group began assessing and reviewing the EER system in 2015. The new EER system will be called the Enlisted Evaluation System, or EES. It is a result of recommendations made by this working group, and changes are based on several years of measurement and assessment of current policies. After viewing this video, you will be able to identify the effective date of EER changes, identify major changes to EER performance standards and comments requirements, identify major changes to the recommendation for advancement mark, describe the reasons behind the aforementioned major changes, identify resources that will provide guidance on the new Enlisted Evaluation System process and policy. Why is the Coast Guard making these changes? The updated EER will provide better quality data for assignments, retentions, separations, boards, panels, and advancement decisions. It will reduce the evaluation workload for supervisors by streamlining evaluation processes while maintaining the effectiveness and value of the system. It will also improve the feedback that members receive from their EERs. Lastly, it brings standard performance objectives into alignment with the Coast Guard's leadership development framework, including the 28 leadership competencies that the Coast Guard associates with effective leadership and performance. The new EES will take effect on 1 March 2018 for all enlisted members, both active duty and reserve. Evaluations with effective dates on or after 1 March 2018 will utilize the new performance standards and evaluation processes. The policy for the new Enlisted Evaluation System, or EES, can be found in Commandant Instruction M1000-2 Bravo. There are some new policies which we will be discussing today. In addition to the Commandant Instruction, PSC will release an instruction, PSC Instruction 1611-2 Alpha, which will provide guidance and procedures for the execution of the new EES. It has step-by-step instructions on how to complete enlisted reviews, provides examples to reduce ambiguity, and it also expands on the policies set forth in Commandant Instruction M1000-2 Bravo. The new Enlisted Evaluation Report reduces the number of competencies for all pay grades. The new competencies are better aligned with the Coast Guard's leadership development framework. All pay grades will see a reduction in the number of competencies. Pay grades E7 to E9 will now have 15 competencies. Pay grades E4 to E6 will now have 13 competencies. And E1 to E3 will now have 9 competencies. E1 to E3 EERs share identical competencies and performance standards, while all other pay grades have competencies and performance standards specific to that grade. These replace the 3 legacy forms for non-rated personnel, petty officers, and master, senior, and chief petty officers. Comments will now be required for marks of 1, 2, 3, and 7. Comments for these marks will be limited to 2 lines of text. 2 lines of text in direct access is equal to 220 characters. There are no repercussions for white space in these comment blocks, and if the comments can be captured in less than 2 lines, that is preferred. For pay grades E4 and above, a future potential block has been added that requires specific and brief comments addressing the member's potential for positions of increased responsibility. Comments will be required for all E4 and above personnel and are limited to 5 lines of text. There are also no repercussions for white space in this comment block, and if the comments can be captured in less than 5 lines, that is preferred. The purpose of the expanded requirements for the potential block is to track a member's performance progress throughout their career. Requiring comments at the E4 level and above provides commands with an archive of past performance recommendations to consider when making recommendations or endorsements. The recommendation for advancement portion of the EER will include 3 choices for the rating chain: ready, not ready, or not recommended. Only those individuals who receive a ready will receive a service-wide exam. Individuals will be assigned a mark of ready if, in the view of the rating official, they have the capability and capacity to carry out the duties and responsibilities of the next higher grade, and they have satisfied all eligibility and qualification requirements for the next higher grade. Individuals will be assigned a mark of not ready if, in the view of the rating official, the individual is satisfactorily performing the required duties, but is not yet ready to carry out the duties and responsibilities of the next higher grade, or has not satisfied all of the eligibility and qualification requirements for the next higher grade. Comments are required for a mark of not ready, and there is no text limit for these comments. Members will be assigned a mark of not recommended if they should not be advanced to the next higher grade due to substandard performance or negative conduct, to include an unsatisfactory conduct mark or good order and discipline issues. Comments are required for a mark of not recommended, and there is no text limit for these comments. Comments for marks of not ready or not recommended must outline a path for the member to earn a ready. The purpose of this new system is to more precisely delineate between those members who are simply not ready to meet the standard of the next pay grade due to qualification requirements, maturity, or experience, and those members who are not meeting the performance standards for their current pay grade or have committed serious offenses in terms of conduct. This new system does not take the authority away from unit COs or approving officials to mark someone not ready or not recommended based on their judgment or opinion, regardless of qualification or eligibility. An advancement EER will be required for all members advancing to E5 and above. Required time and grade or service shall not be considered when determining recommendations for advancement on the EER. Approving officials will have the ability to change the recommendation for advancement block at any time by submitting a Change in CO Recommendation EER or CORC. For example, if a member completes their RPQs and needs to be marked ready so that they can receive their service-wide exam. This option has been added to the Reason for Review section in Block 6. CORC EERs are shortened, and they do not require a reevaluation of the member's performance, such as reviewing numerical marks for each performance standard. Some policy will not change with the new EES, specifically the appeals process, including the member's inability to appeal an approving official's recommendation for advancement. Details on the appeals process can be found in Commandant Instruction M1000-2 Bravo. EER submission timelines, as well as the Enlisted Employee Review rating chain, will not change. Guidance for both can be found in Commandant Instruction M1000-2 Bravo and PSC Instruction 1611-2 Alpha. Here are some of the resources to assist you with the new Enlisted evaluation system. They include PSC Instruction 1611-2 Alpha, Commandant Instruction M1000-2 Bravo, and the EES IPT portal page, which provides answers to frequently asked questions and applicable job aids. Any additional questions or concerns can be sent to the following email address: ARL TAC SMB, TAC CGPSC, TAC EPM, TAC Evaluations @uscg.mil. An updated direct access job aid will be made available prior to 1 March 2018.